Do either of you actually believe, like if Labor came out as an election promise and they said, times are really tough, we're going to need to borrow for the next few years and drive that into infrastructure, but I'll tell you what we're going to do once that we've all caught up with ourselves, where they're going to pull back in. Basically, could a party get elected actively advertising, Craig, these solutions that you're talking about? Because it feels like no one's ever done that. So, you're mates with people in the Labor Party. I'm sure you've said this to them. I don't think they've ever said this publicly. I mean, if the party was actually honest about it, and when times are shit, guys, but when times are shit, the government borrows, drives it in, keeps our people here. Then when times get good, could that work coming up to an election? Or would that then just get spun and, more importantly, believed that this irresponsible bunch of people just want to borrow your money and your grandkids are going to pay for it?
Well, they're going to try that anyway. But the alternative is right now is that the National Party is borrowing to pay for the tax cuts that they promised, right? The National Party is just cancelling everyone's pay equity deals to pay for the tax cuts that they promised, right? They're cancelling the infrastructure to pay for the tax cuts that they promised, right? So we need to do something different because we don't have the infrastructure, people don't have decent pay, and we also aren't any further ahead. So there are plenty of things that we can be doing. We have a $106 billion infrastructure gap in this country. Those are schools, hospitals, roads, things that should exist and don't because we simply haven't paid for them. Over the next 30 years, that infrastructure gap grows, according to the Infrastructure Commission, to $210 billion. Now, that gap's not getting any smaller if we keep not investing in New Zealand. Workers aren't getting the skills to get them a good job if we keep not investing in those workers and those workforces. People don't have jobs. They don't have incomes. Companies don't invest. We don't get jobs, and we go round and round and round this cycle. So to me, I think the one thing that I would strongly argue is that if you're in the middle of a recession, as Keynes famously said, the best thing you can stop doing is stop digging.
I would love to say that we are a mature enough country to have a conversation about that, but we are looking at decades of the National Party ploughing the same field, that they are the fiscally responsible ones. They are the ones that know business. They're the ones that aren't going to tax you so you can't get ahead, that sort of thing. We know it's not true. We have data to show that it's not true. But that is what Labor and the left get hit with every time, whether they're borrowing or not. And people keep on falling for it. So I do want them to put it out and just damn the torpedoes. We're going to talk to you like you're rational adults. We're not going to talk about balancing a household budget. We're not going to talk about all of this sort of stuff. This is how government works. What we are going to do we are going to tax the people that have the money, that they've done well out of this country. They've done well out of their workers. They've done well out of the consumers that bought their products. They're doing fine. They've got enough money to donate to the National Party, hand over fist, 5-1 compared to the left parties. They have money. We're not going to touch you if, pulling a number out of thin air, you make $150,000 a year. We're not going to touch you. You got a small business, you're a tradie, whatever, not going to touch you.